Moin, I'm Catherine and today I'm back with another Top 5 Wednesday video. I'm going to leave everything about Top 5 Wednesday in the description. This week's topic is, and I have to say this very slowly because it's sort of a tongue breaker for Germans, books that would make good video games. I made it! Little disclaimer, I was struggling if I should do this video or not because I myself stopped playing video games because I realized that I don't even in a game want to kill things. That being said, I do not think that video games or ego shooters do make teenagers go around and shoot things. What makes teenagers go around and shoot things is having weapons around and knowing how to use them. And I know that there's other games out there, but I'm a very addictive person, so if I start games with world building, I will spend all my time on that, so I stopped using that. And it just doesn't give me that much anymore. But I still think that this is a very, very fun topic because I realize that I have several books, novels that I think would make good video games, and I don't have to play them, you can play them. Starting with the Black Magician Trilogy by Trudi, Canavan, and the fun thing is that I just did my January wrap-up, it's April, my January wrap-up, where I talked about another one of her series, but I absolutely loved the whole Kyralia world, and maybe I actually would play that if there is no killing. It has magic, it has a nice setting, and I think you could do a lot with the characters and make a fantastic open world video game out of this. What probably would make a good shooter game is the Checquy Files series by Daniel Mandel. This is the first part, the second one is Stiletto, which I recently read and both enjoyed very much. And there's supernatural humans and then medically reconstructed supernaturals, and they are fighting against each other. So that would probably make a very good shooter. And it would be very funny because the novels are super, super funny. And it would be interesting to see how that humor would be translated into the game. The next one I can imagine making a really good video game is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel, which plays after a flu epidemic has killed off most of humanity, and it's a theater group that travels through the wasteland from the little colonies that survived, and I think you could do fun things with this and with the whole idea of that theater group and that they have to play to survive. For a book I frequently mention in those Top 5 Wednesday videos, Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Sloan would make a fantastic click-and-point adventure because it plays in the bookstore and it has a secret society and the huge library in which the secret society is, and you could do fun things with this. Last but not least, because I think that's probably something I would love to see the most, is Paper Towns by John Green, and I just did a fantastic book talk with the lovely Depresno, which I'm going to link in the corner. It's basically 16 minutes, Depresno and me gushing about how wonderful John Green is, but in a very entertaining way. Back to the novel. The novel is about this boy Quentin who's in love with Margaret Spiegelman, his neighbor, and she likes to run away and then leave clues on how to find her. And he has this whole group of friends who helps him. And I think that would make a perfect scavenger hunt game with multiple players, so you can play Quentin or some of his friends, and then you can go try to find Margot. That's it for this Top 5 Wednesday video, and I really think it's a very, very nice topic, so I would be super interested in books that you can come up with that will make good video games. You can also bash me about my opinion about video games. I'm very open for discussion. And as always, don't forget, support your local book dealer. Hi, I'm in bed with Wakey. Today, as we just talked about you at the Reeperbahn Festival, today we are talking about a book.
I love that.
It's Ready Player One by Ernest Cline.